Whoa, look at these beauties! Yeah!
Enrique Iglesias,
Let's
Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
Let's go! Oh, welcome. My name is Donato, aka the Reluctant Guru. Here's week 12 weekly guru update, or the running guru show, whatever you want to call it. A big shout out to each and every one of you, and thank you all so much for tuning in here on YouTube. Big warm welcome to lots of new subscribers. Great, I must be doing something right. I'm just loving the feedback, loving the comments, loving everything. And from last week's weekly update, I had a bit of a dilemma about the Hoka One One. Why is it pronounced Hoka One One instead of Hoka 11? And a big thank you to the YouTuber who replied literally within minutes of me publishing it, explaining to me that it's derived from a Maori phrase meaning something along the lines to fly. I need a cup of tea. Oh no, I didn't prepare a cup of tea. Damn, I better go and put the brew on, hey? What do you reckon? Now, let's carry on with the show. Response, and a big thank you to everyone commenting about my nutrition tips. And it's amazing how many people actually do the same thing, all about the fasted runs and so on. It's been brilliant. So thank you all again for commenting on that and feeding back on that. So feel free to comment and feedback on these below in the comments, subscribe, like and all that kind of stuff. So yes, after all, this is YouTube. Why not join in and subscribe? What's been happening to me in the past week? What's happening in the last week? So yeah, I'm on week 15 of the New York City Marathon training, and it's been quite a week of training, quite varied. And at the weekend I flew back over to England from where I was working, and went to meet up with some family, friends, but also I went along to the Cotswold 24-hour challenge. People I knew who were out there doing different types of challenges. Some were running solo, some were parts of teams. The Cotswold 24-hour challenge, as the word implies, it's a 24-hour challenge where you can run, walk, as I say, either solo or part of a team. There was some classifications called Nordic walkers, and I filmed a lap when I went out with my good YouTubing friend Richard, and the link is down below if you haven't seen it, about the Cotswold 24-hour challenge. I went on one lap. Each lap is 9 kilometers, so you just run round and round this 9-kilometer lap as many times as you can as part of the challenge. And I really enjoyed it. It's the first time ever I've ran off-road as a race, and it was amazing. I had, as I said earlier, some amazing trainers. These were brilliant. Paradigm, Ultra Paradigm 1.5. Pretty chunky. I won't do a review of this shoe. All I can say is they're brilliant on the road and they were brilliant on the trails, and even in the muddy bits, even though I was sinking quite bad in some of the muddy areas, they had great traction. Me and Richard got round in 9k lap in about 41 minutes. Richard was part of Team Thunder that went on to win their category. I can't remember exactly how many laps they'd done, but it was certainly over 30 laps. And so well done to Team Thunder, and well done to everybody. But a special shout out to Bridget, who was going solo and managed to run 90 kilometers. 90k, brilliant distance. So well done, Bridget. That was my training weekend, and obviously I've been doing some training around and about, and it's been a bit of a mixed weather training. Still getting up at around half five in the morning, and some of the days glorious sunshine, and in other days it's like a downpour of cats and dogs. But when you got the training to do, you got to get out and do the training. Wind, rain, sunshine, whatever. Mornings, you just go out and do it. So speaking of going out and doing it, obviously with the weather, it's the first time I've had to pull out this lovely hat in a long time with the rain. It's great, popping it on, keeps the rain out of the eyes, and yeah, and obviously it can be seen. But yeah, For next week, I'm going to talk a little bit about getting started in running, because there's a lot of people now all wanting, it's the summer, people want to start something new. So you might know some people who are thinking of starting running or are just getting into it and maybe need some hints, tips, some kickstarters. I can go through what I done and some various things that got me running. And I've been running now for 2 years. Yay! 2 years. Not a lot really, but so I still feel I'm a bit of a beginner. So in terms of some tips, I'll give you some quick tips, but I'll go into more detail in this next week. First tip is sign up for a race. Yeah. First tip, sign up for a race, but allow enough time for you to do the training for that. So you need a training plan, and you can download all sorts of training plan on the interwebs. I won't go into all the details right now, but there's plenty out there. Just Google training plan for whatever race you've signed up for. And for me, the key thing when you're starting is train by time, not distance. What I mean by that is when you go out for a training run, your first run, just plan on running for 5 minutes. That's all, just 5 minutes. No more, no less. Just go out, run for a couple of minutes out and a couple of minutes back, and you're done. You might not think, oh, that's not much, but your body needs to get used to this. So going out and just trying to do 20 minutes, half an hour and half killing yourself is not a good idea. So 5 minutes one day, and then the next time you go out for a run, whether it be the next day or the day after, allow some time to recover depending on how you feel. Go and run out maybe for 7 minutes or 10 minutes, and then slowly progress up and up until you're running mega distances. So just slowly build it up. But on a closing note for this week, I've been seeing the word sponsorship. Yeah, sponsorship. It's a bit of fun really. A long time ago, I put up a joke. I said, if I was to be sponsored, if I was a sponsored athlete, who should sponsor me? And yeah, not your traditional answers, because at the end of the day, I'm not your traditional runner. I mean, look at me. I'm not your 20-something, early 30-something, super fit young athlete running mega marathons in 2 hour 15, 2 hour 30. I'm a bit of an old geezer, yeah? So maybe I'm not quite target market for all these big brands, which is fine. That's the way of the world. That's how they want to do it. I'm looking for some help from you. Who do you think I should be sponsored by? Now, suggestions down here, and we can discuss more next week. But yeah, who, and you can suggest as many or as little as you want in terms of organisations, individuals. But yeah, that's it for me for this week. I've enjoyed speaking to you guys, and as I said at the beginning, I really do appreciate each and every one of you tuning in each week, catching up on the weekly Guru updates, and I keep producing these. I love doing this. I haven't got that much skill set in terms of video editing and doing some fancy stuff. That's why it's just me sitting here talking to you straight to the camera. Obviously next week I'll be starting my week 14 New York City Marathon training. So and I'll give you an update on that. So to each and every one of you out there, a big thank you. If you enjoyed this, give it a big thumbs up. Please do share amongst all your friends, family, and as I say, if there's any people out there you know who are getting into running, beginning to run, or maybe have lost their mojo, you want to help them to re-find their mojo, they might find watching this show something that can help them. Who knows? Reaching out people in all sorts of ways. So that's it from me for this week. So wherever you are, whatever you do, just remember to keep running. Yeah! Thank you and goodbye. See you next week. Thumbs up, like, subscribe. Don't forget you can see the Cotswold 24-hour challenge that I've done, the 1 lap with Richard Bays. Link below, and see you next week.